Hello and welcome to a new game. It's Lorelei and the Laser Eyes by Simogo, I think. Published by Annapurna Interactive. It came out a while ago. May 2024, so it's been a while. It's basically been 2 years. I don't know much about this. I know it's a puzzle game. And that's basically all I know. I know people like it. I don't know how does this work. Like, I don't know what kind of, what types of puzzles we're going to be doing. I think it's like problem solving stuff, if I remember right. It's been a while since I tried to like not really look into it, but learn like a little bit about it. And yeah, I don't know. I guess let's just hit new games, see what happens. I don't know anything, but that's the way I like it. Is this me? Am I Lorelei? Car. It's locked. Okay, we can close the bag or we can take the car key out. Tampons too. I guess the car keys are going to be more useful in this scenario. What's in the glove compartment? Is this my car? There's an instruction booklet and a letter. Let's look at the instruction booklet. Thank you for selecting the Lorelei and the Laser Eyes software. So if the software is called that, then that's probably not my name. But who knows? Please read this instruction booklet to ensure proper handling and maximum enjoyment. Save this instruction booklet for future reference. Copyright 2014 Simogo AB. Similar is your guarantee that Simogo has developed this product and as such meets our standards for great workmanship, quality, and artistic value. Okay, before playing, what really happened at this old hotel? Which hotel? I'm in the car. Who are you? Who are the other visitors? I don't know. The goal of this game is to find the truth. Simple. To get the most out of this game, play in a quiet and dimly lit environment with pen and paper at hand. I do have pencil and paper, is that okay? This game requires knowledge of real-life systems like the 24-hour clock, never heard of it. Roman numerals. Is that a guy? Roman numerals? Arabic numbers, and other such like concepts. Now I've heard of all of those, I should be okay. Parts of this game deal with and depict sensitive subjects and themes. Player discretion is advised. What kind of sensitive subjects? What are you talking about? Are you talking about tampons? Because I don't think they're that sensitive. But, you know, depends, I guess. Controlling the game. This game uses contextual controllers of which only the most common scenarios are outlined. Directional input. The player character walks in the direction pressed. Sort of, yes. If the player character has enough caffeine in her blood, she will instead run. Yeah, that makes sense to me. It's just like how I operate too. Also used for various selections in menus and highlighting objects when an zoomed-in perspective on an object. Directional input is also used to control the Q cursor. It's not a Q, it's like a looking glass, but it almost looks like a Q. While viewing maps once found. Okay, buttons. When pressing any button near an interactable object or another character, the player character will be able to interact and take contextual action in different ways. It is so vague. When the player character is not in the proximity of anything, pressing the button, which button, will allow her to introspect. The introspection screen allows you to view various information you come across during your adventure. On the main page, you can monitor various information about the player character's status, needs, and health. You can also review how much of the truth has been recovered. 100% truth recovery is not needed to complete the game. That's not true. That's untrue. That is not part of the truth. Photographic memory. Every letter, document, note, and other important information found throughout the game is stored in the player character's memory. Same for me in real life. This information can be retrieved and viewed at any time. Not really. I wish, though. I mean, I've got good memory, but it's not... Yeah, it's not that good. Anyway. Current possessions. Allows you to see what the player character is currently carrying in her bag. Notes about each object's provenance, characteristics, and such can also be viewed from here. Mental notes. Keeps track of things to do. When a task has presented itself in the game, a note is made and is visible on the screen for a few seconds. These tasks, that's the same for me in real life. Tasks are visible for like a few seconds and then and then they vanish. Anyway, these tasks are stored for later viewing in the mental notes and are crossed out when cleared. Personal history keeps a chronological record of events which have occurred in the game. This includes character encounters, new locations found, etc. And there's also a Game Boy. After finding a byte size system, you'll also be able to access it through an introspection screen. Okay. Okay. Saving the game. Computers are found throughout the game. From here, you're able to save or load the game. Please observe that this software does not automatically save your progress. Any unsaved progress will be lost forever. Should the game end, you will have to restart from your latest save. Computers can also be used to load files from disks. It is recommended to save your game before loading unknown files. Okay. You can also use computers to find valuable information and statistics about your current playthrough. Throughout the game, you'll find American dollars. The different rewards you can purchase with them are not required to complete the game. So are we in the US then, if we can buy things with US dollars? Spend your American dollars wisely. Their amount is finite. That's true in real life too, mostly. And new things to purchase might be discovered as you progress. I'm gonna hoard my money the whole run, I can already tell. In and around the hotel, you will encounter bolted shortcuts. Opening them is not required to complete the game, but can make traversal quicker. A hint on how to unlock shortcuts is hidden within the hotel. If they're bolted, I need like a bolt cutter or something. Listen very carefully. If a person wearing an hour mask speaks, sure, yeah, that's good life advice. If a revolver is raised, it means the game could be over if you do not answer correctly. That's okay, sure. Also true in real life. You might not always have the required knowledge to solve a puzzle. That's insulting. I always have all the required knowledge. Explore, observe, and make sure to check your memories. Some obtained information might be valuable later. Okay. Okay, not escape. How do I get back then? Button, button. A photo fell out of the instruction manual. Okay. Look at it. So can I can't zoom in on this though. No. Okay. 1962. But that doesn't mean it is 62, just that it's after 62. Also, this could be, I mean, I could write a letter with like any date on it too. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Signorina, as discussed, I'm expecting your arrival at Hotel Letztes Jahr on January 7th next year. Okay, it's confusing. This project is my magnum opus, the mother goose of all birds. It is my firm belief that you can help me transcend the limitation of art for humans. We will put on a show for the eyes of the cosmos. Abimo Pectore. I don't know. Rinzo? Nero? No. Neva? Maybe. Nero, it says down there. I can see Nero. The first one, I don't know. Rinzo? Doesn't sound like a name though. And it's Siracusa, December 13th, 1962. So you're Italian, or pretending to be. But the hotel's name is German anyway. And his name is Last Year. And I'm, he's expecting me in the hotel last year, next year. Which also, I mean, if it's, December 13th, like, you can't really expect me on January 7th this year, unless, we're time traveling, which I guess we might be. I don't know what we're doing at all. Anything on the radio? Nice. The car start? It won't start. When you only give it one shot, you gotta at least do it like twice. Okay, now I'll accept that it won't start. No, lock it. Anything in the trunk? Okay, that's not the trunk. With 0.4% of the truth, we didn't learn anything. A stress level is whatever this is. I guess it's fine. We're in the forest. We're medium temperature. We don't have a lot of caffeine. Our bladder is empty. And we have 0 American dollars. In our possession are the tampons and the key. We have mental notes of meet him at the hotel. Personal history. We arrived by car. We don't know that. We don't know that. Okay. Booklet and the letter, yeah. I have no memory of arriving by car, by the way, so I don't know that that's true. The sign has been erected by the National Heritage Board and is maintained by the Augenwaldburg Resident Association in consultation with the Augenwaldburg Culture Committee. The Augenwaldburg Forest and surrounding areas were given status as a national park in 1958. Camping or lighting fires are strictly prohibited within the park at all times. Ecology and wildlife. The trees of the forest mainly consist of members of the Fagaceae family, including oaks, chestnuts, and beeches. Please report any instances of beech bark disease to the National Park Administration. Makes sense. The Augenwaldburg Forest is the home of many species of animals, including wildcats, badgers, bats, deer, and wild boars. The forest has Central Europe's largest colony of boreal owls. Sure. History and culture. Archaeological findings dating as far back as the Paleolithic era suggest that the grounds were considered holy. Today, because of its cultural history, it remains a favorite spot for artists, and countless films, books, and other works have been created or conceived here. For hundreds of years, the land was owned by the Schwarzwald family, of which the last member was renowned painter Renate Schwarzwald. After her tragic death, the state used the building as a home for the blind, after which the structure was sold and turned into the first hotel in the region. Strange. The origins of the mausoleum on the land is unknown. In fact, whether someone is buried inside or not has been a source for debate by local historians. The cemetery administration has refused the exhumation of the mausoleum. But why? The site is home to a myriad of legends and mysteries. Reports of ghosts are plenty, and many visitors have tried to find a favorite treasure. But whether it has ever existed is unknown. What mysteries will you find here? Okay, so it's like, I mean, Schwarzwald is like the Black Forest, but that's the name of the family, not where we are, because we are in the Augenwaldburg, which is like I Forest, I don't know, castle, which is weird. It's a weird name. It's too late to go back. What time is it? I don't know. I don't know what time it is. Let's check this path first, because why not? That's the mausoleum. Locked cemetery gate. I don't have a key for this. Unlock the gate, yes. Yeah, I don't think anything in my bag is going to help me here. What's on this side? Lorenzo the Great, the magician. It's locked. There's a letter slot in the door. Tickets. It's scribbled in red paint below the slot. I don't have a ticket. Does it really say ticket? It doesn't. It might say it in Italian, but... or Spanish. Maybe the same word. No, not quite. Anyway. I guess let's go to the hotel. Nice little stream. Good dog. Can we pet the dog? Rudi. Sure, Rudi, I'll take your letter. Our mystery starts in previous correspondence. Find the year. Where's Rudi going? It's locked. Unlock the front gate. Okay, how do I find the year? So, okay. Previous correspondence is this letter. So 1962 and next year. And then let's this guy is last year. So I don't know, do you want 63? Because that's the current year? Which is the next year referenced here? Probably, right? That's why that's underlined. The 62 is when the letter was sent, but now it is next year, so it's 63, I'm guessing. I don't know where I put that, though. Do I tell it to the dog? Or is it like a... Oh, there's a... Okay, here. It's locked. Sure. We should save first, sure. Nice. I don't really care, but I guess let's look. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes file system 1982-2014, sure. Got nothing. It makes sense. I don't have any discs, but that's how that would work, I see. Pinboard was in there. Among handwritten notes like lock gate, feed dog, and right handwritten notes, there's a typed letter. Signorina, you were as expected clever like the mouse who finds the fresh carrot among moldy cheese. It's very specific and weird. Forgive the strange welcome with a locked gate and a black dog. We have to be sure to keep uninvited guests away. Meet me inside. Our journey 116 years back in time is about to begin. The past is the key to the future. Buona fortuna. I still don't know what your name is. It looks like a Z and an O at the end. But I don't know. There's a shortcut here. Handheld gaming device. Nice. Bite-sized gaming system. Okay, we can shut it down. Or we can install a game. Or we can run the calculator. 9 times 9 is 81 plus 10 is 91. Very good. I don't have any games, no. Okay, so nothing we can do here for now. Electrical cabinet, sure. I might actually be lacking information for this, though. Unlock it, yes. Bought it from the other side. What's actually that weird, like, effect with this? I don't know. I do like my, like, whatever, blazer. It's a good look. Strong look. Anyway. Wait, what am I doing now? I thought there was a way to go from here, but there isn't. Because I don't have the shortcut unlocked, because that's from the other side. I don't know the code for this. Do I? Because all you gave me was... The new letter is just 116 years back in time. Okay, we just subtract. So we're 19... Where are we at? 1963? So we just go minus 116. Gives us... 1840... 7? Can I turn this in a specific direction? No. I don't think so. I guess you could have used a calculator in my Game Boy. Okay, now we're doing math. So we want to get 22014. So if we had 2175, you have to add to it, and then we have to add to it again. So that's definitely out. Because the operators are both plus. And if we start past 2014, we're not going to get there. If we start at 1641, we'd have to add 370. I can't do math. 3? I think that's doable if we do this and this. Yes. Front grid unlocked, nice. Maybe let's save again. And then we'll go over there. Can I sit on the bench? No. Can I look at these vases? Not really. Where's the dog now? There's the dog. Hey, Rudy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, he's a good boy. For sure. What are these? Magician. Sure. Dreamer. Is he not gonna run off? He didn't close the gate. Good dog. Can we unbolt this now? It's locked. Okay, we need... Is this like a safe thing? Or just like... No, it can't be just one number. It would be too easy to brute force. So this is like a safe door, right? Shortcut 16. That's crazy high, but okay. Surveillance mode. Okay, what do we see there? Nothing. There's a man at the gate. It does look like that is a thing. I would like to open this. Is this just 5? 16? 100? But how would that go? No, 5? 16. 100. Because let's say 5, 16, 100 on the door. Kinda. Are those my footprints? No one here with a hat. There's a calling card hidden inside the hat. It's not really hidden, I saw it. I'm half a magician without you. May I be permitted the enchanted pleasure of entertaining you this evening? You complete me, Lorenzo the Great. And you get like triangle, 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 diamond eye thing. Sure, I don't know what that means. Thank you though. Very creepy, don't like it. But yeah, the door says, I mean, maybe it's S. And the C is 100, right? Yeah, no, it has to be. But if we're doing all Roman numerals, then it's not really. There's no S. There's a D and an L and an M and a C. I don't know. Because 16 and C, like those are the Roman numerals. I don't know. few different ways for that to go. No one there anymore. Videoüberwachung. German again. It's a very good dog. Artist. What was the other one? Creator. It was magician and forgot. Dreamer. I'm not sure what that means for me. More footprints here. The keypads. I mean, this is just, this was 1, this was 2, this was 3, this was 4. Interesting. Doesn't really make sense. But there were like 1, 2, 3, and 4 red dots on those. Can I go back there? There's someone talking in there. You want to change the title to Laser Eyes? More action? Have you even read what I sent you, Mr. Bob Hamburger? It's just someone with a sword I can talk to instead. I'm not being rude. If anything, I'm being too polite. Okay. Sure. There are notices about events and happenings at the hotel. Missing script pages. Missing script pages. Has anybody seen my lost pages last seen in my typewriter January 13th? What day is it today? Weren't we expected January 7th? Are we like a week late? Is this like a year old? I don't know. The content has cosmic personal value. There is a substantial reward for finding all 9 of them. Please deliver them personally. I'm staying in room 1963. Okay. Exhibition. 2nd floor, open all day, free admission. Among the many portraits, lithographs, and sculptures in the collection of Hotel Letztes Jahr, guests and visitors are welcome to visit the exhibition hall on the 2nd floor. We are proud to currently be hosting the absorbing mixed media work of Lorelei Weiss, as well as our standing showing of Renate Schwarzwald's Himmelskörper paintings. Sure. Having written on the back of the note. Exhibition, 2nd floor, open to the enlightened. If you're taking the challenge of knowledge and are ready to step out, that's hard to read somehow, into a world of true art, are you the foretold? What? No sense? Molière? Who knows? We welcome you, the real connoisseur, to see it or in the Rad Gallery on the 2nd floor. A guided ghost tour with dinner. Backyard sign-up required. Brave the haunted dark nooks and crannies of the hotel and soak up the atmosphere of centuries past. Our nightly ghost tour is exclusive to our bravest guests, as the old building is home to a wide variety of spirits, good and bad. Most famously, the Countess, who is said to stalk the hallways in search of her eyes. And who knows, perhaps you will also be invited to find and enter the many hidden passages on the tour. Please observe that pre-registration is required and that children are only allowed in the company of an adult. Am I a child? I don't think so, but I don't know how old I am. None is about fortune-telling and magic show. Fortune-telling and magic show. Locations TBA, free for hotel guests. Since its opening, the mystery of magic and fortune-telling has been synonymous with Hotel Letztes Jahr. Our guests can meet with the local mystic or enjoy his mysterious magic show, but be aware, he always has a trick up his sleeve. A quiz. Quiz night. Secret location only for members. Feeling knowledgeable? Try joining the secret quiz club. Hotel Letztes Jahr is a proud home of Europe's most trying trivia nights. How trying? Well, try finding it in the first place. To those who find their way to the hallways of wisdom, we promise an elite quiz which will challenge your awareness and perhaps even put your survivor skills to the test. Yes, you might die. It's a hard quiz. Has anyone seen our document tubes? Please come by our temporary studio in the basement if you know of their whereabouts. Thank you. Okay. Plus. What? The etymologist stream. Why did you say? Oh, no, I'm looking at the plus one. There we go. The etymologist stream. Yeah. Okay. Just shame. Un animal terribile. Un animale terribile. Sure, it's Italian. There we go. I want to know more about the dream. Notice, elevator out of service. We apologize for the inconvenience. Elevator service info. Telephone number 4 can be addressed. Hausmeister GmbH, Nachtallee 61. Sure. Ooh, that looks like a fancy espresso machine. Don't have anything to use with it though. I do like that. What happens if you press the button? Elevator appears to be out of order. You're out of order. Is that a lock on this? Okay, it's one of those again. Can I just... How do I leave this? Because if I hit escape, it gives me the menu. But if I press space, it like tries to open the lock, which to me feels like I'm attempting to open the lock, but I don't even want to attempt it because I don't know. But like, see, that bothers me. Because I would just turn around. I wouldn't like see if it opens. Anyway, I guess it could have been 0000. I think this is a good outfit. I'm not sure about the shoes maybe, but the rest of this, it's a good look. I'm not sure what I'm like supposed to be doing, but that's fine, right? This type of game where you just kind of run around. Astronomical clock. Oh, okay, and we can change things here. Yeah, we have Roman numerals there. MDC, XCV, III. And then we have like the signs out there, but I don't know what we're doing, obviously. Or I don't know what the symbols are. Storage is not my strong suit. And I have to try again so I can get out, which I dislike. It's locked. Obviously we don't have a key. Is it a W for west, maybe? No, I wanted to look at the poster. Canzone dell'Oceano. Why did we read it backwards though? It is backwards. Very strange. Is that like Songs of the Ocean? What does it say up top? It's kind of hard to read. Is it also backwards? Naig, Gian, Carlo, Preto? I don't know. Probably not important. Interesting though. An unlocked door. No, 0000. It's ported from the other side. Okay, what's over here? More music. Books about numbers. SC Board's Number Puzzles Volume 1, TikTok, Timekeeping Systems, Counting with Roman Numerals, Strobogrammatics for Beginners. Maybe later. Books about language, use for Latin phrases, write like a philosopher, the Greek alphabet, international cartography. Okay, so there are like few books if you don't have. American Dollar Ware, there. Ka-ching, indeed. Biographies have been torn out from the shelf. The Life and Times of Lorelei by Renzo Nero, so Renzo is his name. Un animale terribile. Most of the book is covered in red paint, but a few pages and paragraphs are still readable. Given the recurring themes of gambling, Nero's comment about cards in a 1960s interview in Technik und Fotografie comes as no surprise. There's magic in cards. My childhood friend Gino could do things with cards that I have never seen since. He was good with tricks, little Gino, il bruto. A horrible gambler. He never realized that in order to win, you have to cheat. He was a simple boy who relied on luck. The game is rigged. Cheating is part of the game. The occult always had a hold on Nero, from his scrapbooks and indeed his work, which often included elements like crystal gazing, tarots, and such. We can surmise that he was particularly interested in soothsaying. He once said to Claudia Piccini, editor of the Etymologist's Dream, they did not need to see the finished cut. He had already seen the whole film in a prophetic vision. He often said in interviews that he did not believe in fate, but to friends he often spoke about different methods to see the future. Contradictions are contrary to my beliefs, he famously wrote to his worst critic, Paul Dumont. Nero's relationship with money was complex. He would often gamble and frequently said that magic and money walk side by side in art. Yet he would contradictorily as often claim that money stifled creativity, calling it a red, man-eating beast. Whenever he had won big, he would buy a new black suit, and Kelly spent money on diffuse creative endeavors, which were often left unfinished. He would frequently donate money to a local dog shelter, since there were no anti-cat shelters to be found. Several friends and acquaintances have told stories about how Nero would carry around large amounts of cash in grocery bags or in his pockets, which would often result in him misplacing or losing them altogether. Besides the technical aspects, Nero had little interest in the historical spectacles created in Cine Terzo. The apparatus was too big to create anything which would not be controlled by outside forces. In one of Nero's many manifests, there is a satirical proposal claiming that only dictators should be allowed to direct films. The holiness of creative control is a recurring theme in Nero's scribblings and work. As time passed, his opinion would swing, and he instead regarded being out of control as the only viable way to create art. Surrendering to the ether, Nero calls it in another manifest. Nero's time at Cine Terzo is rarely spoken of, but he spoke of it briefly and admittedly vaguely in a 1959 interview with Swedish TV's Lars Harlund? I don't know. I heard the whispers in the stomach of the behemoth Cine Terzo. The old vanguard survivors from the silent era. I knew that there was an ancient conspiracy. I wanted in. Nero hated distinctions and swung like a pendulum between art house and exploitation, yet the majority of his body of work isn't entirely inaccessible. A Dog Like All Other Dogs is still frequently aired on TV in Italy and Germany, and Automobile, who knows, is constantly screened at cult movie festivals. His work has found, or is automobile, but like, is it like, because A Dog Like All Other Dogs is English, but some of the other titles, whatever. His work has found an audience, but Un Animale Terribile definitely ended his already limited commercial appeal. So what about the terrible animal? I want to know. Nero had crossed the line between eccentric and madman, and the distributor abandoned the film after its initial premiere. The first and only cinema sostenuto project was a Trojan Horse. An American studio, likely not too familiar with his earlier work, had been convinced that Nero could create a cheap gothic horror film, which was in vogue at the time. Had they read Nero's attached manifest, it is unlikely that they would have given him assent. An early draft of the proposal suggested, hopefully jokingly, that the audience should be lined up and shot after each screening. Oh man. He had a great interest in technique, and his friend Kai Agatz remembers their visit to the Electronic Art Symposium well. He called the horror exhibition a one-potato meal, but he kept coming back to Weiss Parodic? computer, which failed at every task given. Parodic, sounds wrong. Which failed at every task given. It aligned well with his thoughts about machines surpassing humans, while still being inept at everything since they were built by morons. He got advice of a woman with laser eyes and said that he already knew they would soon work together. I must read this and then call it. The pages are torn out. Okay, nothing to read about Lorelei Weiss. Could I be Lorelei Weiss? Maybe. Maybe I'm wearing those sunglasses because I have laser eyes. Nostalgia figurines, $1, correct or 20. I mean, I want to correct all of them, but is this a smart way to spend money? Absolutely not. I want them. We'll hold off for now. There's nothing new on display. Can I put my correction there? Okay, this is here. This connects back up, I see. My music's still going, nice. Is there arguing in there? I haven't been back here, right? Why is this so weird? Tbilisi. Yannick? I don't know, Bialy maybe? Julian Witt? So it's like a movie about something in Georgia, maybe? And this is the dog like other dogs, or other dogs. Why are these like cut off though? Another number code door. Large wooden object. Something on the other side is blocking the way. How do you know? Exhibition opening 2014. What year is it? Is it 1963? Automobile, yes. It's upside down. Another number lock door. How do we get the correct... Because even if you get like a code, how do we know it goes to this door? Or is there something... Is it like in the movie poster? Or like all references? And if you look up the information about the movies, maybe. And this one is upside down. And the other one is like the first half or the second half and the second half. So maybe we need the release years of those movies. Maybe. That seems right to me. Order. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. And then again, the film, and then in this order, that's the code for this. But we need we need to find like the years when those movies were released. Probably. Document tube. André Plan. Swedish. Okay. It's not 000. Shame. It's a hole in the forehead of the sculpture. Put a Dora in there. I want to put like a ruby in there because rubies are red and lasers are red. A shredded poster. It is mystery show. The Greats something. Lorenzo. Do spirits come back? Maybe. But wait, what's the red line shape all about? I'm not sure. Can we rearrange this? No. I would want to. Dora? Nice. boarded from the other side. Okay. Right. But I don't have any... I have a map. Oh, this is not really a map, but sure. Sure. I don't have any release dates for any of the books, movies, I mean. I'm pretty sure. So don't really know where our next step is. But I'm very intrigued already. This is good. This is very good. I should end this episode, but I want to see what's up here. More books. Numbered books. 1880 till 1889. Okay, so there's like a specific order. We need to pick the books probably. Come on, look at the book. Okay, moon phase stuff. For moon? Not quite. Okay, and then I need 5 different ones. I see, I see. I can't really... What does it say? 1847 maybe? So this should be... Oh no, these are 1820s, okay. So are these 1840s? These ones? No. There's red right on these, why? Did I read the numbers wrong? I'm pretty sure this is 1847. Does it not? Nice. The Port R. They don't seem right, but there's red stuff here. Is this just for the Dora? Have I done them more now? So these are the 1890s. No, come on. These are the 1880s. 1870s. So we're going down. And then these are 1800s. 1810s. 1820s. Do I need to go to the other side there? Maybe. So I need to get through that door or come from across there. Let's get to the 1840s. Where would that way be? It would have to be here. Like across from here. I can't get there. Okay, that's gonna be later maybe. And none of these posters have like, and this is like plus, so this is this plus this, but like I still don't have the numbers for them. And this comes back from there somehow. Interesting. Right, let's end it here though. Good first episode. I'm into this. This is very weird and I love it. And it's not really very handholdy, which I do appreciate. I did really like the Seance of Break Mana, but the puzzling was not the strongest part of that game. This one seems to lean more heavily into the like go figure it out kind of vibe, which I do appreciate as like a kind of change of pace for sure. And I'm probably going to be frustrated at some, because we're going to get stuck at something for sure. I feel like I have a good grasp of what's going on. That's probably not true. but it does feel that way right now, and that is nice. And I guess that's it for today. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.